There's two things people always ask me because I'm a gadget guy. First thing, Stephen, have you got a free phone for me? And the answer is always no. The second thing, how do I save or extend the battery life on my Android device? And today, I'm going to show you how to do that. Welcome to Gear TV, all about how to improve your connected life. Today, I'm going to give you 9 simple tips on how to extend the battery life on your Android phone. So let's get started. Tip number 1, don't bother with these battery saving apps. Most of them are spyware filled with adware, and they just do the battery lengthening tips that I'm going to show you now. Tip number 2, do get familiar with the power management settings inside your Android phone. In my phone, the Xperia here, it's power management, battery usage. The screen is draining 89% of the battery. On everyone else's phones, different pieces of hardware could be accessing the battery or draining the most from their phones. Tip number 3, go into your apps and shut down running apps that use a lot of memory. Like WhatsApp, for instance, uses about 54 megs of memory. Apps that use more memory drain more battery. It's simple as that. Tip number 4. Now, most of you aren't going to like this, but you have to swap from 3G or LTE to 2G. On my phone, it's over here in mobile networks, and then in network mode, I would change to WCDMA or GSM only. Tip number 5, your brightness levels. Keep them low or whatever's comfortable for reading for you. Don't bother with adaptive lighting conditions because that's going to simply suck your battery dry as the brightness levels goes up and down, up and down. Tip number 6, reduce screen timeout. Screen timeout is the amount of time it takes for your screen to shut down. The longer your screen stays on, the more battery it consumes. So go to settings, on my phone it's display, sleep, and change it to the lowest possible. Tip number 6, turn off the radios on your phone. By radios, I mean Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NFC, even mobile data. Any wireless connection that your phone needs to make to another piece of hardware. Tip number 8, turn off all vibration. The vibration comes from a small motor inside your Android smartphone, and that decreases the battery life. So I would just go like this, vibrate when ringing, and vibrate on touch. This was in my sound settings on my Android phone. Perhaps it's different on yours. Tip number 9, airplane mode. This disables almost every function on your smartphone. Just go into wherever it is in your menu settings, turn it on, and that's it. You should almost double your battery life. But of course your phone will be next to useless. Those are my 9 simple tips for extending the battery life on your Android smartphone. If you've got some tips you'd like to share with the viewers, pop them below in the comment section. But for everything else and more, I'm your host Stephen Norris for Gear TV. Please subscribe and join us next week.